Hey, I'm back again with another video. Pudge Richardson here. I'm waiting on a pizza that I ordered to finish cooking, so for the time being, I figured I would talk to you guys a little bit about the XFL. So one of the things that I want to talk about today was, is it possible for the XFL to come back as soon as 2021? Yes, I absolutely think it is very possible for the XFL to come back in 2021. I think even if Vince McMahon is lucky enough to purchase back his own league, I think that's the most likely scenario for the XFL to return, is to come back in 2021. How can they do it? Well, I think it's fairly simple. I think all you have to do is of course, they need to relocate a couple cities. My idea that I had throughout the season this year, since the AAF was gone, see, a lot of people thought, like, oh, the XFL should have put their teams in cities that didn't have NFL teams. Well, I'm sure the XFL had that idea. The only thing is at the time the XFL released was the same exact time that the Alliance American Football was trying to come out with their league. They chose all the cities that the XFL could not choose. So that being said, uh, Memphis, Birmingham, San Antonio, San Diego, all those cities was out of the question. Oakland still had the Raiders, of course, as early as this past season, but there was some news released that Oakland wasn't interested in an XFL team. I think it was more so because they was focused on the Raiders, but at the same time, that just sounds like a completely dirty scenario. So now that the Alliance American Football filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy, I think it's a very likely scenario for the XFL to relocate a few cities to few teams to some cities that don't have NFL teams. So, one, I think Los Angeles should relocate to San Diego. I thought the Alliance American Football San Diego Fleet had a good audience. That being said, I think if the Los Angeles Wildcats would relocate to San Diego, I think that would be a very, very, very good choice for the league itself. Another is moving the Dallas Renegades to San Antonio. San Antonio Commanders had the hugest following out of all the Alliance American Football teams. They even had some crowds going close to 30,000 fans, which is very comparable to the St. Louis Battlehawks of the XFL. So I think San Antonio would be a very good choice to move the Dallas team. I think Houston should stay where they are. The cities I think should stay where they are is Houston, St. Louis, Washington, and Seattle. Seattle's the other city. I was trying to think of who the fourth city I was thinking of, but yeah. So Houston, St. Louis, Seattle, Washington. I think all four of those cities need to stay where they are. But they should relocate Tampa Bay to Orlando, in which there was already talks and rumors that was their plan already, moving Tampa Bay Vipers to Orlando. And I think New York should move to a city like Birmingham, because Birmingham has already showed interest in trying to get an XFL team, or Memphis. I know it's, something that would be interesting to keep a team up north in New York. Even if they want to just do something as simple as move New York to a different stadium in New York, like the Red Bull Arena. That might be worth a shot to try out for one season, but I think that's some stuff they can figure out fairly quickly. Get some stadium leases going, stuff like that. If they already work hard on it, there's already rumors that Jeffrey Pollock's already working on a stadium lease for St. Louis and Seattle already, trying to reinstate those leases. So if they get the stadium situations figured out, the city situations figured out, I think with the players, there's rumors that, they got to start off with new players, new coaches, stuff like that. No. I think it's as simple as if you go out and speak to the players that was already in the league, and if they still have interest in signing with the league, then you just allocate them to the teams that they played for previously. So, for example, players like Matt Jones and Christine Michael off of St. Louis Battlehawks, you just relocate them to St. Louis. Cardale Jones, and relocate him back to Washington, so on and so forth. That being said, they can get something going as soon as 2021. It's just trying to get the court situation figured out and trying to figure out who's going to basically purchase the league. I think the most likely scenario for it to come back in 2021, like I said, is if Vince McMahon is the one to purchase the league. I think if it's got a new owner, I think the new owner's probably going to hold out for about a season or so just to see how everything goes. But outside of that, that's my thoughts on the XFL returning as soon as 2021. If you guys would like, just comment below and share your thoughts. Outside of that, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and I'll come back with you guys on a new video shortly.